Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to She Hulk Season 1, Episode 9, titled Whose Show Is This? The finale for the season. Jen finds herself in trouble with the law and struggles to pick up the pieces of her life. So, like I said at the end of the last one, I am recording this immediately or more after having a snack and try to cool down from the last episode and how agitated that made me. So, I may not be on the top of my game at the start of this episode, but also it's probably going to start with a dour, somber note. So I probably don't need to worry about that. However, there is one point I want to say from my rant, like a thing of clarification. When I said I would make the female be the one to upload it, I don't mean I would make her do it. I mean I would have her be the one uploading it, just so that it is 100% without a doubt both parties are into this. Because if I was the one to do it, it would be in the back of my mind that maybe there's just a shadow of doubt. However, if they're the one doing it, then there shouldn't be any doubt. I just needed to make that clarification. I can't be bothered just recording and then tacking it on to the end of the last video. Anyway, let's get this episode started. Sorry about that. In three, two, one. Hope this works. Yay! They're probably gonna show it in the previously on. Oh, I'm gonna get pissed off again. Honestly, I'm glad I'm watching these back to back because it being so fresh in my mind, meaning that that was similar to the start of the Hulk movie. I think this is the Lou Ferrigno TV show. Inhibited color. Or Well, I guess that means you can't do a job either. Yep. Nah, it does look like she'd find it fun. They didn't do it previously on. I've just realised. Probably because they got interrupted. Of course she's got a Legally Blonde poster. I don't know what Aaron Brockovich is. Is that It's a reference to one of her other shows, isn't it? I think her outfit in that. Smug Hulk. How would he get that message? because they wouldn't expect a female to be on that site. Yeah, that was a haiku. That's... that looked like the gate to the retreat. Huh? Of course you are. Hey, that was the bulldozer. I think he's saying. Well, that's disappointing. Her face didn't look right. What, by paying people to do your dirty work? He squeaked. A meal? Not really. Oh, well, at least it was. At least it was um on purpose. That a simple's the behind the scenes one, isn't it? I'm glad that was purposefully done that way, and it wasn't because there have been too many shows that do end a season like that. No, that's bad. Is that Jessica Cow? This is trippy. Are you really just trying to? You know what she can do. Oh. That's Kevin. Same on same battles. Hey, there we go. They literally took him out of prison just for this show. So they did. Why am I saying it like that? I knew they introduced. So they did bring him in just to explain that Scar was going to be in future movies. Yes. I genuinely thought they would bring Scar in for like the to help in the final battle. But yeah. I knew her coming out of the fourth wall and I knew Scar was going to be in it. But those were the I didn't know anything else about the episode. It was a fucking weird finale. Okay, one thing. So Scar was very obviously have he very obviously had a ponytail. Like, so what's everyone complaining about with him not having his long hair? Like, I don't know what the fucking like that was for, but he clearly did have long hair starting from about here on his head backwards. I was fucking weird. Like, I'm glad they did it just because it is so different from anything else. But Rightio then. So that raises several questions. One, where was Madison? That's the most important one. Two, Emil. Oh, I've just realized there's another way to read that. As in, he got stuck binge watching another TV show. I thought they were having Emil actually break the fourth wall and Wong talk about it too. But no, it probably that he was just got into more trash TV. I don't mean that like they're necessarily bad. I watched a few of them myself, but that's just the genre that they're labeled under. But I and so what's Emil going to be doing at Kamatage? Like, I am glad to see that it appears that Emil and Wrecker were not, well, nor any of the others in the group were actually a part of um, the intelligentsia. Because, well, it looked as though Emil only thought he was at a community function. He didn't know what the premise of it was. And as soon as trouble started, he swooped in to help Jen until the misunderstanding with Bruce. And Wrecker, he sent her down to the lodge house. If he was a part of it, he wouldn't have even let her know that there was something on there. And while the sorry, the other ones just weren't in the episode, so you had to have Titania in the episode. Yeah, I'm. What is? It's this one. You see here, that is hair very clearly being pulled back into like a bun or something. So he does have hair. I want to know what the fucking why his hair goes like that backwards, but it's not the worst design. I do prefer the more shaggy shoulder length hair. I reckon it fit better. Who played Scar? Like whose face did they model that off of? Um, well, there we go. Okay. So apparently there was concept. I don't think there's going to be a World War Hulk based off of that. Really? I just got clickbaited. It says that reveal Scar almost looked completely different, and yet the only image is from the storyboarding of her exiting the Disney Plus screen. Up and coming actor Will Jusner. I'm going to hope I pronounce that right. Interesting. Um, That's what I thought. He played the magician's son in Stargirl. Well, wizard, I mean, not magician. He played wizard's son. Interesting. But yeah, it looks like he was going to have a more, like, one side shaved and then just over to the side. That's what I could see basically from the. I'm actually glad they didn't, because this is apparently the storyboard of what he was going to look like. He's even got a phone there. I actually prefer they went with this one. Yeah, that's weird. Fucking weird. And please tell me that um Kevin actually provided the voice for Kevin. I don't think so, but he might have. It's very unlikely though. Hang on, just gotta wait for that screen to come up. Shit. Ah. There we go. Let's see. Wong Ricker, Melanie, Kataya, Chad, Bukowski, Butter, Pro 1 through 4. Well, I was wrong. I just saw the name writer Jessica and thought Jessica Gal. No. They don't actually have Kevin. Again, sorry about that. So it must have been a purely computer generated base. I thought they might have based it off of Kevin's voice and then just modulated and tone shifted and all that. Whatever the proper terms is. I know what I'm meaning, but I don't know the names of it. But anyway, I don't know how I feel about this finale. Like, it's definitely out there. It's definitely a She-Hulk finale, but I don't know. Like, I can't think whether I like it or not. Um, um, Orphan Black is the show I was thinking of when they showed her in her college outfit. I thought that was a reference to one of the costumes that she wore in that, but I don't actually know whether that's true or not. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this finale. It's definitely not the best. Honestly, look, this show, while it's enjoyable, it's funny, it's very easy to watch, it's definitely mid tier. Like, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's definitely not peak TV by a long shot. Um, but yeah. is there no just what's it called? Why is there no just like TV shows? Hmm. Oh well. I'll figure out what I'm trying to do. Let's see. What the? I think Miss Marvel I think was better. Moon Knight I think was better. Hawkeye I definitely think was better. What If was better. Loki was better. Yeah, honestly, I reckon this is as much as I've been enjoying it and I've talked the praise and all that. I do think this is the bottom of the TV shows. Like, that's nothing against the people that are in it or the writing or directors or anything. It's just. It's different. And while it's enjoyable, it's not really what I was looking for when I think Marvel. So, yeah. Anyway, well, that's this show caught up with. Now I'll need to find another one to react to. I don't know if I have time to get through the entirety of the 90s X-Men before the revival starts. Maybe. I'm gonna need to do more than one episode a week if I do, though. So, I'll take a couple days to think about it, and, well, if you guys see that next, then you know what my next show is. Otherwise, it's going to be something else, obviously. But, with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Hey guys, I'm back for a little update for my reaction to the end of this episode. So, I watched the episode again and seen several reaction videos to it. And, well, after allowing myself to sleep on it, I have come to the decision that I did actually really enjoy the episode. It's just the meta aspect of the ending, which I liked, conflicted so massively with the first half of the episode that it's like you have to sort of compare them, like not compare them, comment on them separately, not as an episode as a whole, because it's basically just like two completely like. So I liked the first part until it got to the ending of it where it was all disjointed and things just popping out of nowhere, which is what they were commenting on as it feeling cheap to have that as finale. But also, I liked the meta aspect of She-Hulk escaping into the real world and everything, and just speaking with Kevin and everything. Though I do feel a little gypped that we didn't get a big climactic finale once they actually set it up. I can completely understand the way that they did it is just because they felt we don't need to do that. Also, apparently, so this was the ending that one of the many endings Jessica Gao had for the show. Apparently, she says she had like 30 different endings, and this was the one that Kevin Feige himself chose. So I know it's that comment's gonna make it sound like I've changed my mind because of finding out that Kevin Feige himself chose it and that I don't want to disagree with his vision. No, those are two completely separate. I'd woken up, I rewatched the episode and the reaction videos, and made my decision about liking it. And then I watched breakdowns of it and found out that Kevin Feige officially signed off on that ending. Like, two separate things that I know are going to sound related. I understand if you don't believe that they're not, but they are. Um, However, speaking of breakdowns, since this is the last episode of She Hulk and I'm not going to be able to point these out next episode, I've got three things I want to comment on. One, Todd's transformation. I knew it looked familiar. It is almost the exact same as Scrappy Doo from the Scooby Doo Mystery, not Mystery Island, Spooky Island movie. Like, the way just one arm bulges out massively and drops to the floor, then just the um, staggering, jerky transformation of the rest of his body getting buff and everything. It is it is really similar, and I can't help but feel that, like, obviously the transformation was done on purpose, but I can't help but feel like that reference was done on purpose. Next, uh, Jessica Gale was actually in that writing room scene. You know how I said I saw the subtitle "Writer Jessica"? I'm like, oh, is that actually Jessica Gale speaking? And then I'm like, no, it's not. I've never actually seen what she looks like, but yeah, turns out she was actually the female in the back corner, not the one that was speaking over like middle right. But obviously, that writer Jessica was someone playing the character of Jessica Gao, where Jessica Gao herself was in the room, not playing herself as that character. And I just find that funny. Apparently, the guy standing at the backboard was also he's like the real life version of the guy that was doing the talking, but I can't remember his name, and I don't know like how true that is. Like, that's just something I saw in a Instagram post about it. But yeah, I just find that funny that they're actually there, but they're not playing themselves. And finally, when Kevin said that the visual effects team had moved on to other things, and that's why he wanted She-Hulk to transform off screen. Yeah, they actually played the Black Panther tune as he was saying that. So I'm guessing that means that they went from working on this show to working on that. But just a little something to point out. Anyway, this is the official ending of the She Hulk reactions and everything. So, with that being said, I'll catch you in my next show.